Yo, 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 yo. What's up? It's your boy Trader Mayne here. Quick video update for y'all. So, not a ton has happened, but just want to kind of update on my plan from the last couple of days. Kind of been tracking BTC pretty well. Still waiting for kind of an expansion move out of this range, because right now, as much as you may think on Twitter a whole lot has happened, really we're just kind of, oscillating. I posted that tweet, we're bullish, we're bearish, we're bullish, we're bearish, we're bullish. For the most part, all you really need to do, like I said in my stream on Sunday, right, is if you're long biased, you want to be building longs down here. If you're short biased, you want to be building shorts up here. In terms of swing trades, position trades, obviously same thing applies, right? Get long on the lows, get short near the highs, and then obviously wait for some sort of decisive breakout one way or another from this consolidation. So we've had a solid 2 weeks of consolidation, kind of forming a triangle here. This could do one of these, it could do one of these. It's anyone's guess, really. What we want to know is what way is it going to break, and how do we get involved in either scenario, as opposed to trying to be like, oh, it's for sure going to break up or it's for sure going to break down. That doesn't really do anything for you. If you're convinced it's going to break up and it goes down, what the fuck are you going to do? Hold your longs all the way down, right? So we'll wait and see. But for now, I'm in a long off of these lows, and I'm targeting a move at least into kind of the 40K range high region here. Hopefully we get one more push, and then we'll see from there. If we continue to look bullish, I'll compound, looking for my next area of interest, which is around 45, and then ultimately up into the 50s. Or if we break down and it looks like shit, I'll cut and reassess. So the plan's been pretty straightforward, right? Basically, it was just a simple fib pull. We had the move from the range low into the range high, rejected at the range high. We saw weakness, we saw lower highs, bearish market structures, SFPs, whatever. Weakness here. So I said, okay, we're probably going to get a pullback. I want a long where? In the lower part of the range, when price is at a discount relative to the trading range that I am in. So started filling longs along the way. I actually have some orders down here that remain unfilled. So if we do come back down, I will pick up a few more orders. I do have a hard stop down here because I believe if we go down here, there's a good chance we probably run this low as well. And then I'll look to get in on some sort of reclaim, as opposed to, hold my 34K average long all the way down to 29K, hoping that it catches a bid, right? I'd rather cut it, get in on some sort of reclaim, take the loss, look for a new trade. So looking pretty good right now. We are coming into some resistance here. Potentially a lower high is forming. We don't know yet, still too early. So I'll kind of talk about what I'm looking for in terms of invalidation, where I think we'll get confirmation that we go higher. First thing I want to see is this H12 candle, which closes in about 2.5 hours. I would like to see it close above this swing high, right? Because right now on the H12, we're putting in a swing low here, a swing high here, a higher low, and then obviously I want to see a higher high. If we get this candle to close through here, and I'll give you the level here because I know it can sometimes be hard to see. The high of this candle is 37,888, so 37,888,000. I want to see us close this daily close, this next 12-hour candle through there, ideally, to confirm that I think we'll get a move to at least 40. And I think we will. If we close this as an SFP, that could be a short trigger or a trigger to cut longs, depending on how nimble, how agile you want to be, what time frame you're trading on. Or you wait for some sort of low time frame breakdown. So I'm still long biased, but if we get some sort of SFP here on the H12, and then we get some sort of breakdown, it could be a short opportunity back into the range. Or if you're in a long from up here, it might be your trigger to get out and reassess. Because what's happened here is, we've had the flip-flopping of sentiment, and we've had people go from being extremely bearish to extremely bullish, like the bull run is back on, everything is all gravy. rather than have that super strict bias and super strict until you flip-flop it at, you know, resistance or support, why not just trade level to level and do what the chart tells you instead of having, you know, these kind of must-haves happen? Be a little bit more fluid and just go with what the chart tells you. If it is bullish, we are bullish. If it's bearish, we're bearish. And one thing I am seeing is as we've moved up towards the range high, it's been slow, but you know, we've had a solid move. Like off the lows to the high here is 15%. That's pretty fucking decent for Bitcoin. But people are starting to get real bullish here again as we get into an area that possibly could end up being the top of this move, right? And right into resistance. So very typical for what you see on Twitter. So if I'm looking low time frame, I'm probably watching this. I think if we lose this, we probably trade lower and we probably maybe come and run this low. So we could see this, right? That would be ideal. But if we see something like this, right? So failure above a high would be an H12 SFP as well. Breakdown of support. This could be a short you could take, or just if we lose this area, confirmation to get out, because you'll probably get a chance to long a little lower. But yeah, that's what I'm watching for on Bitcoin right now. Not much has changed. Ethereum looks very, very similar. You know, we had our big H12 pullback right into our OTE, our area of discount within the trading range. And yet again, right, everyone's super bearish here, calling for sub 2K. Now everyone's calling for 3K right into resistance. This 2769 level is a big one for me. So basically, this level, where does it come from here? Daily? This is embarrassing. I don't even know where my level comes from. It's basically this kind of SR. I believe it's this high here, right? It's this SR area right here. So this consolidation, the top here, deviated above, broke back down below, coming back into it. So when we broke through here on the upside, we launched, and when we broke down here, we retested, we dumped hard. So this is an area that I think is relevant on Ethereum. And if we fail to reclaim this, we're not going to go here. We're likely going to push down. So very similar to Bitcoin, the plan is the same. You can see we've pushed up into the level right now. We're rejecting a little bit. I want to see a strong close on the H12 through this high, similar to Bitcoin, no SFP. Give us that bullish market structure to confirm a move into here. If we fail to break through here, there's a good chance we might come back down into here. Maybe we run this low. This to me is another opportunity to long. So I'm not personally long Ethereum. I am long Bitcoin. But if you look at the hourly, it's almost the exact same setup as Bitcoin. So we've come into the level, right? We've come into the level. If we fail to close above, hold above, it'd be an H12 swing failure pattern. We're retesting the consolidation that led to this most recent move up. So you want this to hold. Close the daily bullish, right? Get that continuation. The concern is, you know, maybe we don't get that push and we are going to have a deeper pullback, like just like on Bitcoin, you know, off of the lows here. This is quite a big move that's already played out on Ethereum. You know, 30% from where I was kind of getting bullish here. So be careful, obviously, but we're coming into this area here. And if we lose it, this could be a short trigger, right? There's your invalidation. The failure above the high, key SR, failure to close, there's your invalidation. This is your short trigger, and you probably target at the very least into here, but more realistically, we're probably going back down into here. So still long, but being cautious as we are coming into resistance. The trades that I'm taking, the Bitcoin trade that I shared, is a trade based off of, there's the 2770 level. It's these closes, sorry. But it also lines up, obviously, with this SR here. Our swing trades, right? So I'm okay holding this thing for days and waiting to see if it plays out. I don't need it to go up from here immediately because my stop is super tight, or I'm using super high leverage, or I'm paying crazy funding or anything like that. This is a low leverage swing trade position. My stop is far away, so my position size is naturally lower because the distance from my entry to my stop is pretty big. So yeah, keep that in mind. Key level right here. Want to see a strong daily close before I get super confident that we go higher. On the upside though, my target is into 3,000. If we reject here, another opportunity to long. Maybe we run this low, then you can get long again, right? So we'll see. A lot of alts look very similar. They've had a nice pump the last few days, and I posted, I think, the Sol chart the other day, and I said all of the alts I'm watching look the same, and they do. I'll just delete this for a second. They all look like kind of your Adam and Eve, right? What is the Adam and Eve? It's a low and a higher low. That's all it is, right? So yes, this looks potentially promising, especially if you longed it here, but it means nothing until we make a higher high, right? Because until we make a higher high, this could just be a bearish retest before making new lows, right? So as much as, yes, Adam and Eve looks great when the preceding market structure, right, the Adam and Eve is bullish, right? When the market structure leading into the move is bearish, as much as this looks like an Adam and Eve, to me, your first assumption is that this is a bearish retest, right? Make a higher high, continue the bullish market structure, then I'll change my mind. So that's why I've been super strict about taking profit on alts, because we've been given some very nice bounces, 10, 20, 30, 40, sometimes 100% bounces on these alts, but all of them are right into resistance and then retracing hard. So take profits right now. Now is the time to take profits, preserve that capital. If we confirm bullish market structure, this goes for BTC and Ethereum as well, you can add back or you can re-long, right? Don't be afraid to lock in some gains if you got a sick entry here. Just rather than hold this, being like, oh, it's gonna go higher, and then it does this, and you've just round tripped a 20% move all the way back down. Don't be that guy. Or girl, I don't know. But everything's been identical. Fib from here to here, right into the 0.62, nice move away. These have been super, super basic longs that you could be taking that have been working really well. And if you're smart about taking profits, you can make a bunch of money trading this kind of range. As much as people are talking about the PA being 8, I don't mind trading in this type of environment because you have very clear levels of support and resistance, where to get involved long, where to hedge or get short. And it's been pretty predictable for the most part. Fib from here to here, there's your higher low. This is probably around the 50% or 0.62, and there's a move away. This looks more bullish than other coins, right? We've got that H12 higher high that's been made, unless this thing completely nukes, right? Unless this completely nukes, it should close as a higher high. But there is still a few hours left in the day. Maybe this closes as a nasty SFP. That would look pretty bad. But yeah, pull a fib. Where are you? Right, pull your fib right into the 50, like I said. And so many alts look like this. Here's another one, Dash, pull your fib. This one hasn't moved as much, but still, from your entry there, it's okay. I mean, that's a 30% move. What am I talking about? Rune, my baby girl, exact same shit, right? Adam and Eve, really, it's just a higher low. You've had a nice move here, but be aware, this could be just a move into a bearish retest. So we need to see bullish market structure start getting put in on the high time frame, or else all of these moves are just bullish, or just bearish retests, excuse me, not bullish. And Bitcoin, right, could just trade right back into the range. All of those alt entries that you got that you thought were the bottom are the bottom no more, right? So all of the shit looks the same. So not a terrible amount of stuff to update. Like literally every alt looks the same to me, right? There's your Adam and Eve, your higher low right into your OTE. Nice little rip. Take profit at resistance. We're in a downtrend. You need to assume resistance is going to hold. Take profit at resistance. And then if it does this, you're covered. But if it breaks up, guess what? Add back, re-long. Don't fucking worry about it. Rather than trying to guess and predict what way this consolidation is going to break for Twitter clout, how about you just trade it from level to level? And then once you get confirmation, you start adding some more high confidence, high conviction trades. Until then, play it safe in my opinion. That's what I'm doing. What you want to do is obviously up to you. And yeah, I'll chat to you guys later. Peace out.